This is a deck of playing cards and it can be prearranged in 52 factorial different ways, which means 52 times 51 times 50 times 49 and so on, all the way down to 1. That is 8 followed by 67 zeros, a number called 80 unvagintillion. That doesn't even sound real. That means the number of ways to arrange a deck is comparable to the number of atoms in the universe. But for this card trick, we're only going to be using 13 cards, which brings our number of arrangements down to 6,227,020,800. Such a small number compared to 80 unvagintillion. Let's check it out. As promised, here are the 13 cards, all diamonds ranging from ace to king. And the reason I picked this is because I want to show you how the arrangement of cards works. Like I said, there are over 6,227,020,800 ways to arrange a deck of 13 cards. Now, if we take one card, for example, it's only one way to arrange it. If we take 2 cards, there's 2 ways to arrange it, 9, 8, 8, 9. If we take 3 cards, there's 6 ways. If we take 4 cards, there are 24 ways, and the growth feels almost exponential. Here's what we're gonna try. I'm gonna put this right in front of you, and I want you to give the deck a cut anywhere you'd like just to make this as fair as possible. Let's say you give the deck a cut right over here. I'm gonna take this bottom card of the packet you cut, turn it face up, and it happens to be a king, put it right down on the rest of the packet. Check this out. The way that arrangement works, we saw the card king, right? Let's spell this out. K-I-N-G. And if we take a look, the next card, or the first card, will be an ace. Isn't that pretty cool? Now I want you to do it. Since we saw the king, 4 cards down and flip over the next card. So K-I-N-G, we have a 2. The likelihood of this happening is insane. Like I said, 1 in 6,227,020,800 that will get the arrangement that we're looking for. And we're trying to go from ace all the way to king. Let's try this again. K-I-N-G, take a look at the next card. It's a 3, oh my God. K-I-N-G, there's no way. It's a 4. It's a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we keep doing this with the rest of the packet, we have 5. K-I-N-G, we're gonna have a 6. Let me just speed through this for you. I think you get the point. And that one last card, the king of diamonds. You understand, right? The likelihood of this happening was over 1 in 6 billion. And you were able to do it by cutting to a random spot in the deck, and all we did from there was count. That is unbelievable. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. Some background on this effect: it is known as Heath's Master Speller by John Scarn. Very easy effect to do, pretty much self-working, so the key really comes down to performance. The question is, how are you going to sell this effect? So before we dive into the tutorial, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, grab your favorite deck of playing cards, and now, let's do it. Here we are at the tutorial. Glad to see you guys can make it. I'm going to take the card right out of the tuck case. Oh, and for those of you who are curious, these are the Dan and Dave Smoke and Mirrors V8 playing cards. I love them quite a bit. They handle very nicely. Available at the CardMechanic shop. Link to will be in the description if you're wanting to know more about them. But we're not here for that. We are here for the tutorial. So go ahead. It's going to be a quick and simple one. Grab 13 cards of any one suit. I luckily already did this card trick right now, so I have my 13 cards. You go ahead and grab your 13 cards. All you're going to do now is arrange the cards like this. Are you ready? 5, 3, 10, 7, ace, king, jack, 4, 6, 2, queen, 9, 8, and boom, done. That's it. Okay, good talk. All right, thanks. All right, I'm just kidding. It's not that simple, but we're almost there. Just a few things that you need to follow. Once you have the cards in this order, the performance is just as important as doing the trick itself. So as you saw in my performance, what I did was I had these cards prearranged, I took them out, and I started mixing them up like this, and I considered it shuffling. But all I'm really doing is taking a chunk of cards, putting them in the back, or if you want to look at it as taking a chunk of cards from the back, putting them in the front. And all this does is pretty much gives the deck a cut, but the sloppier you make it look, the more random it's gonna look. And as I'm doing this, I start explaining that the arrangement of 13 cards can be done in 6,227,020,800 different ways. And you have no idea how long it took me to get that right in the actual performance. I kept on saying the wrong number. It drove me up a wall. But anyway, as I'm quote-unquote shuffling, I'm emphasizing the fact that one prearrangement has a 1 in 6 billion chance of actually happening. And then I also show it off with cards, right? So I show for one card, the only arrangement is 1. With 2 cards, there are 2 arrangements. If we do ace, king, you can do king, ace. And when you're doing this display, make sure you return the cards back in order. Then I say with 3 cards, there's 6 ways. With 4 cards, there's 24 ways. And it's just a factorial equation, by the way. So 4 factorial is 24. 5 factorial is... What is 5 factorial? 120. 5 factorial is 120. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, as you're doing that, the one last thing you want to make sure is your final cut. Take the 5, make wherever you see the 5, bring that back up to the top, and now your arrangement is pretty much restored to back where it was. Put the cards on the table and tell the spectator to give the deck a cut anywhere they'd like. And this is the part you have to kind of memorize. There are three different values. Sorry, there are 3 different values they can technically cut to. A card that has 3 letters in its spelling, so 6, 10, or ace, right? They all have 3 letters. There are 4 letters, so king, 9, 5. Well, those are 4 letters. And how many are 5 letters? So 7 I know is 5 letter, right? Or queen is 5 letters. So there's different handlings for each of those techniques. Now here's what's going to happen. If they give the deck a cut, and here you see a 4, right? You're going to take a look at the bottom card of the cut packet. You give the deck a cut, you look at the bottom packet, and make sure that this is done in a very unsuspecting way, right? So if they give the deck a cut, don't be like grilling down this card. If they give a deck a cut like this, put it down, pick it up, and take a quick look, right? So as you're doing this, you take a quick look, and then if you see that it's a 4-digit card or 4-letter card on the bottom of the packet that they cut, you're going to turn this card face up, all right? Now, if they cut to a 5-digit card, so for example here, they cut to a 5-digit card, you're still going to take this card and turn it face up. If they now pick a 3-digit card, right? So let's just say they give the deck a cut, and the bottom card is, not 3 digits, sorry, 3 letters. If the bottom card has 3 letters, so ace has 3 letters, A-C-E, you're not going to turn this face up. You're going to take the next card and turn that face up. So for example, they give the deck a cut, you take a look at this card and you see it's 3 letters. I immediately take this and point to this packet saying we're going to flip over this card. So you flip over this card and you see it's a 4-lettered card. So the only cards that you will flip over from the bottom are the 4 and 5-letter cards. The card that you'll flip over from here is if you see a 3-letter card on the bottom. All right, I know that's a bit confusing, but hopefully that made sense. Let's say we're doing the trick now. You put the cards down on the table. They give the packet a cut. You look at the bottom card, it's a jack. It's a 4-letter card. You're going to take that card, turn it face up, put it back on the deck. And now your cards are arranged like this. You're going to say, again, the chances of having a deck arranged in the order that you want at random is 1 in 6,227,020,800. So now you can kind of start doing the spelling aspect. You say you cut at the jack. We're going to try to use the word jack to arrange the cards. So you're going to take 4 cards from here, J, A, C, K, put them on bottom one at a time. The next card you flip up, that's going to be an ace, right? Hopefully you can see that on camera. The next card you flip up will be an ace. And you're going to keep on doing this until you've depleted pretty much the entire deck. I'm just going to do one more just to show you. J, A, C, K, flip over the next card, it's going to be a 2, and so on and so forth until you've dealt the whole deck. Now let's look in the situation where a 5-letter card is picked. So the cards are arranged back in their setup order, but this time let's say they cut at the 7. So they cut at the 7, you turn that card face up, put the deck back down. Except this time when you're counting the 7, right, you're counting S, E, V, E, and when you get to the last letter, you turn that card face up. So S, E, V, E, N. So you're going to do again, S, E, V, E, N. Okay, so with the 4 cards, or with the 4 letters, you're turning over the next card. With the 5 letters, you're turning over the last letter. And that's pretty much it. That's going to be the secret. And with the 3-lettered cards, again, when you're doing the 3-lettered cards, you're going to be taking and flipping over the next card. You're not going to be flipping over, if it's an ace, if they cut to an ace, you're not going to be flipping over the ace like this. You're going to be flipping over the next card and then putting the rest of the cards down. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. That is Heath's Master Speller. And just one last time so I can say this card trick is 1 in 6,227,020,800. I hope you enjoyed this card trick of the masters. It will make you more master. Oh my God, Lord. It will make you more masterful. Wow, I'm so impressed I got this. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.